Jeff, and welcome to my channel, Five Horizons. Right now I'm heading up to the Moshannon State Forest in central Pennsylvania to hike the Allegheny Front Trail. The Allegheny Front Trail is a 42-mile loop in central Pennsylvania, and I have a good 4 days off. It's Thursday, it's Easter weekend, so I got a good 4 days to do this. I'd like to complete it in 3 days and have an extra day to kind of relax before going back to work. But I have that extra day just in case. I feel like taking it slow. So yeah, it should be a good time. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast, but nothing too crazy. All right, we made it to the trailhead. It's about a 4-hour drive. It wasn't too bad. So here's the sign for the trailhead there. So here's something pretty neat. What they do right at the main trailhead here, they have maps, some information on the trail. So this is actually really nice because the maps that are in the guidebook are not the greatest maps. So this is going to come in handy. That's nice they do that. That's pretty cool. We're gonna actually cross the road here and hike south. So let's do it. All right, we gotta cross the road here. And now we are on the Allegheny Front Trail. Vistas begin in about a mile. All right. So it looks like we'll be following yellow blazes on this trail, but I did read in the guidebook that they've been switching up the blazes on this trail, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out. I believe they combine two trails together and then they put two different colors on the trees. It's about 9:45. That's not a bad start time. My alarm went off at 4 this morning and I wanted to sleep in so bad. Oh man, but coffee helps. Well, I've only been on the trail for about 15 minutes and it got really windy and really kind of dark. Some ominous looking clouds coming in. Oh well. If I gotta break out the rain jacket, I gotta break out the rain jacket. Looks like we have a vista. We have a vista coming up. Or is it just teasing us? No, I think this is a vista. Oh man, only about a mile into the trail. And now the sun's out a little bit. Oh man. Oh, this is sweet. Is it too early to take a break? 1 mile in? All right, 5-minute break. Well, here's our first water source of the trail. It's like a pretty decent one too. It's flowing pretty good. I don't know. I have about 1.5 liters on me, so I really don't need any. That's pretty nice. It's flowing pretty good. All right, so we're at Ralph's pretty good view here. So let's go check it out and see if it's pretty good. That's a pretty good vista. I think it's aptly named. Yeah, there's a storm blowing in now. Whew. I knew I was gonna have to break out the rain jacket. Well, it looks like the rain let up. It came in for maybe 10-15 minutes and then stopped. So it's not bad. I mean, as long as it doesn't downpour all day, a little rain ain't gonna hurt nothing. Well, it looks like we're coming up on another campsite here. It's not bad here in the pines. There's a bridge over there. This would be a nice place to camp. There's a fire pit over there. Yeah. Every time I try to hike without gaiters, I get crap in my shoes. So I wanted to show why I like wearing gaiters. I actually tried to not wear gaiters at the start of this hike. I don't know, I didn't put them on, and I'm getting debris inside there. It's such a pain. So I'm gonna break out the gaiters, but I have no Velcro on the back of this boot, so it's gonna be a problem keeping the gaiter down. There's still some Velcro on this. That's actually starting to go too. Yeah, so according to the guidebook, there's a really good camp spot at about mile 10 or 11, and then there's another one at mile 14. So we're probably going to stay at one of those two camp spots tonight. We'll get to the first one, see how we're feeling, and if we're feeling strong, we'll push on to the second. Right now, we're just taking a little break, and I'm enjoying some gummy bears with hot tamales. It's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like these two trees are mating. They're just kind of growing right into each other there. It's crazy. Well, we'll give them their privacy. I look silly in my hood, but I don't care. It's warm. It really does keep you a lot warmer. Yeah, I don't have waterproof shoes on. Looks like my feet are getting wet. So what I read in the guidebook, it said there's some boardwalks up ahead. And from some of the other videos I've watched on this trail, YouTube videos, some of these boardwalks like sunk and people's feet got all wet. But this looks pretty good right here. Even has some grip things. I don't know what you call that. Keep you from slipping. This is nice. Yeah, I see a lake over there to my right, and I wonder if the trail's going to bring us out there to get a good look at it, but I don't think it does. I forget the name of the lake. I read it in the guidebook. There it is out there. It's a shame the trail doesn't go near it. Whew. So this section of the trail here is pretty flat. It's nice and cruisy. Yeah, I'm a little tired. My feet are hurting a little bit, but it's the first day, so it's not that bad. I've been taking little breaks here and there, and my feet are wet. They did get a little wet. There's some boggy areas, that you just can't get around. But it's not too bad. But yeah, I feel good. It's cold. It's a little chilly. The wind picks up, and then it gets real cold. It'll start raining for a little bit, then it'll die down. But it's overcast. It's all gray sky, windy. But the temperature's actually pretty good for hiking. You know, I actually prefer it to be a little chilly than too hot. I remember, was it last year I did the Chuck Hyper Trail in August, and it was just a hot, muggy, humid, stinging, nettle-infested trip. But yeah, so I'm plugging along. I feel pretty good. I think I have a good shot of making it to that campground at about 14 miles in. We'll see how it goes. Do you hear that? That's cicadas, right? Well, that sign from earlier was right. My feet are wet. Here, I'll give you a shot of the trail through here. That's the trail right there. Nice and muddy. But, you know, you try to get around the big muddy puddles, which really you're not supposed to do because it just widens the trail. It's not good for the trail. But my feet are still drenched. But once they're wet, then it doesn't matter. Then you can just kind of plow right through the puddles. And here's an old beaver lodge. That's an old one. Like you can see the teeth marks on the wood. Oh, here's a beaver dam. It's pretty impressive how they do that. Look at this gnarly tree, and then like right under it. That's fresh beaver activity right there. I wonder what kind of feathers these are. That trail's coming out to a road here. Let's see. Which way is the trail? And the sun actually came out. That's nice. So the trail follows this road for just a little bit, then cuts back out into the woods. Well, they have a suggestion box here. Here's a suggestion: be wary of wet planks. They are like ice and should be taken care of with metal screening. They are dangerous. Yeah, I almost wiped out on one of them. And they're not lying. Look at this old stump. Kind of looks like a throne, like from Game of Thrones or something. This is a nice little camp spot at about 11.5 miles in. If you're hiking clockwise and you're going by the guide. Got a real nice water source with this creek right here. Wow, that water looks crystal clear. This really is a nice spot. I kind of don't want to leave now. The temperature right now is perfect. Sun's out. And I feel pretty good. I'm happy to be on a trail. You know, it's interesting. It's kind of like we all have our favorite things we like to do. Some people love to cook, you know. Some people are very social. They love to get together with friends and socialize. Extroverts, you know, people like that. Some people like the garden, you know. That's their favorite thing to do, is a garden. Some people love animals. They love their pets. That's their favorite thing, to hang out with their pets. But you know, play musical instruments. I play guitar a little bit. I love doing that. I love riding my bike, you know. A lot of people are really into riding their bike and all. But my favorite thing to do, my favorite thing to do is to throw on a backpack and get out on a trail. Oh, there's a nice spot up there. Oh, there's even a chair. And there's a waterfall coming up too. Oh, somebody left their gloves here. Who leaves their gloves in the middle of the trail? So the trail took us out to this back road. It's nice, easy hiking. And I just looked at the map, so got about another mile to go. Now this is a trail. It's nice and soft under the feet. Nice and open on a slight downhill. Yeah, I could do this all day. But that's not reality. Just enjoy it while it lasts. So the guidebook said this bridge up here was a snowmobile bridge. I didn't know snowmobiles had their own bridges. I guess they have to be strong. Oh man, looks like that was the old bridge over there. There's a new one. I've never been snowmobiling. I heard it's pretty fun. Whew. All right, so the guidebook said this campsite is in the pines, in the hemlocks, and that's where we're headed. And I hear water too. It's got to be close. The guidebook said it was a great campsite, so let's see. It's got to be up in here. I love being in the hemlocks. Oh, there's a tent there. Oh man, that's not good. Someone's got the spot. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else. Oh, this is such a nice spot too. Yeah, so when I got to the camp spot, there was a father and son already there with their tents pitched and getting a fire going. They're very nice, Rich and Brady, and they offered to you know, I could camp there with him, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like being on my own tonight. So I hiked up the trail a little bit more, and I think there's a spot like right over here that might work. So anyway, yeah, so Rich and Brady, if you watch YouTube videos of the Allegheny Front Trail, it was nice to meet you. Well, that looks like a pretty good spot right over there. I just have to cross without getting my feet wet. I can't really see a good spot to do that. Now, there's a rock there. Maybe I can hop over. Come on. There we go. Feet are already wet. I don't know what the point is. Yeah, this is a nice spot. All right. Home sweet home. All right, I'm going to talk loud so you can hear me over the stove. So here's the menu for tonight. We have mashed potatoes. We have stuffing, teriyaki rice. That there is couscous. I think it's pine nut. I forget. And this is like a vegan mac and cheese I thought I'd try. Made from red lentils. So, I don't know. That might be tomorrow night. This might be a double dinner night. I'm thinking stuffing first and then couscous. I don't know. We'll see. All right, dinner should be done. And the winner is stuffing. Stuffing. Yum. All right, that's stuffing with spicy goldfish. I did that before, and I liked it, so we're doing it again. It feels good to lay down. So we did about 14 miles today, and yeah, it was a good day. My legs are a little sore, but it's not too bad. A lot of the trail was flat, which was helpful. There weren't that many climbs, but the vistas were nice. Ralph's Vista and the Pretty Good Vista. Yeah, it was a good day, so I'm going to try to get some sleep, and then we'll see you in the morning. I slept really cold last night. It wasn't the best night's sleep. Lots of condensation in the tent. Yeah, it was a pretty rough night. My sleeping bag's pretty old. It's a good 10 years old, and it doesn't loft like it used to. So it was pretty cold. So I'm going to get some coffee going and get warmed up here. Yeah, so I use the Sawyer filter for my water, like most hikers use these days, and it works pretty well. You just fill your water bottle, put the Sawyer squeeze right on top, and you can drink right from the filter. But there's one thing about these filters: you can't let them freeze, or it ruins them. And I forgot to put it in my sleeping bag with me last night. That's what you can do to keep it from freezing. But this morning I had some ice don't know if you can see that on camera. Had some ice like right there. The whole thing didn't freeze, but there's some ice like right in the cap. All right, it's time for map check. Let's see. This is where Bart's parked, right here along this rattlesnake road, and we hiked south. Had some really nice vistas right there. Then we hiked inside the Black Moshannon State Park, which you're not allowed to camp inside the state park unless you pay for it. Anyway, so we came down here, and we are camped right here. So we did about 14 miles yesterday. It was a pretty good day. So today I'm hoping to get another 14, 15 in, camp somewhere up in here. There's a couple good vistas here, and then make our way back to Bark. Yeah, I didn't know there was an airport right there. So I heard some helicopters last night, so I guess that's why. Head on out of this camp. My feet are freezing. My boots were almost frozen solid this morning. So I got to get moving and get my feet warmed up here. You can see right here, the red squirrels here go to town on these pine cones. And I guess there's a little, inside here, there's a little pine nut that's edible. And they chow down on it. So that right there is all, it's all poop. It's all, I guess it's from a porcupine. I live up in there. Ew. So it's about 11:15, and we're plugging away here. The trail's been pretty flat, not many climbs. It's nice. I'm a little sore from yesterday, I have to admit, but it's not too bad. My feet warmed up quick from this morning. It's amazing how fast they warm up once you start walking. But yeah, I don't know, man, I'm a little tired, but it's not bad. I mean, 14 miles right off the couch first day. It's not, I still feel pretty good. The trail's taking us out to a road, 6 Mile Run Road it's called. All right, there's a blaze over there and over there. Yeah, like a mile back, I passed a couple going the opposite way. They just started doing the loop today, and they hiked the AT back in 2019, and I'm like, oh yeah, I hiked it 10 years earlier in 2009. But yeah, talked to them for a little bit. A nice young couple. Okay, so according to the guidebook, these evergreen trees are a plantation that was planted about 100 years ago, back in the 1930s, by the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps, and the Bureau of Forestry. It says here the workers are to be commended for their efforts in reforesting central Pennsylvania after the logging era. Though some outdoor lovers may feel disconcerted by the unnatural order and sameness of this planted forest. The monotonous plantation to the right of the trail contrasts sharply with the more varied and less managed forest to the left that leads down to a 6 Mile Run. So, yeah, it kind of does look a little monotonous. So that's the planted trees, and the guy, there's the trail. And then over there is the less managed forest. I've always found this interesting. This tree was growing on this old stump, and the stump over the years starts to rot away, and then the tree keeps growing, and it looks like it has legs now. This thing is neat. Looks like it's gonna like walk away. Oh, the trail's taking us in these pines here. It's all dark and mossy. I love it. Looks like something just ate the head of it. This garter snake. Why would something just eat the face off of something? Yep, we're taking a quick little mashed potato break. Mashed potatoes actually work really well if you want a hot lunch. They cook up real easy, and it's easy cleanup. Not only did I freeze this thing last night, I lost the little white O-ring that goes in there. I was down there by the creek there, filling my water bottle, and I unscrewed it, dipped the bottle in the water, and I screwed it back on. But when I unscrewed it, I bet you that filter fell right out. So I went down there to look for it, and it's not there. So this does not work, because when you screw it back onto the bottle and you try to use it, it just spurts out the sides. So anyway, I do have iodine as a backup, and I used to use iodine all the time, but I've had these probably since last summer, 6 months, you know, and they don't look like, when you buy them, they're nice and brown, and now they're like almost white. So I'm thinking they expire. I hope not. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the rest of the hike with these, and hopefully I don't get sick. All right, we're at the road. This is 504, Rattlesnake Road, they call it. A Rattlesnake Pike, something like that. But my vehicle, Bart, is right down there. I could just hitch and go home, but I'm not gonna do that. All right. Where's the trail go? Straight ahead. Yeah, this section of trail runs right next to this, it's called 6 Mile Run. It's gorgeous. It's really a nice area. And right on the other side of the creek, there's a road that kind of follows the whole creek. And it looks like it's a good fishing stream. We're near State College, and this is a very big trout fishing area. So I saw some fishermen. I asked them if they caught anything. They said no. So, but yeah, this is really nice back in here. And check out this old structure here. This old stone structure. And the guidebook says mysterious remains of a small stone building, possibly a stable for draft animals during the logging era. So the trail just got really rocky. It's bringing me up and down, up and down. Whew. It was nice and flat pretty much all day. Now it's like a rock scramble. And all this rhododendron. All right. Out on a road here. There's a blaze up there. Oh, we were on a climb. Whew. Up. Whew. Whew. Well, here's the trail here. Up. Oh, there's a little side trail here. Looks like it takes you to that view. That's the Moshannon River. Oh yeah, it's nice. All right, so I got my camp set up. There's the tent over there, and I'm close to the Moshannon River, which is right over there. You can't really see it. All right, a moment of truth. Oh yeah, that's a lot of couscous, and I'm going to eat it all. Done. So we did about 12 miles today, so that gives us about 15 to get back to the van. Yeah, today was good. Yeah, I'm a little sore, but that's to be expected. That 6 mile run stretch where the trail was right next to that creek of a 6 mile run was really nice. Talked to a couple fishermen, and yeah, that was my favorite part of the day. So I'm tired. I'm going to try to get some sleep and maybe try to get an early start tomorrow, get back to the van early. So yeah, I'm going to hit the hay, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So it's day 3, and we got about 15 miles to get back to the van today. I slept pretty good. I love my inflatable sleeping pad. I sleep very well on it. It's worth the wait, definitely. So there, I'm all packed up there. You can kind of see where my tent was right there. It's the only dry spot. It rained pretty good this morning, but it let up just about now. But it looks like more is rolling in. So yeah, let's get on the trail and get moving. It looks like this beaver got about halfway through and gave up. So this is the Red Moshannon River, and the trail runs right alongside it for a little bit. All right, we're a few miles in, and I feel okay. It's a little chilly, but I just took my rain jacket off, so I was sweating. Now it's cold. Can't find that happy medium. But I guess I'd rather be a little chilly than too hot and sweaty in the raincoat. I did not bring my puffy jacket on this trip. That first morning, I could have used it. But that's an extra pound, and I always figure if I have to, I can put my base layer on, my t-shirt on, and then my rain jacket to keep warm if it gets really cold. And I've done that. So yeah, my legs are a little sore, but it's not too bad. I just ate like 3 Cliff Bars. So I got some fuel in me, and I'm gonna make some miles here. Now this is a nice camp spot. Wow. It's only, what, 11:15? Is that early enough for mashed potatoes? Because I'm having some mashed potatoes. This looks like a good spot for break. Oh man, what a sweet spot. You got a chair, you got your fire pit, your tent's right there, a hammock right there. Oh man, this place is sweet. I'm taking a break. All right, break's over. It's about a half an hour. So that felt good. This is a nice little spot. So we got about 10 miles to go to get back to the van, and it's about 20 after 11. So we'll get back around 5, 6, depending on how many breaks we want to take. I mean, 7 at the latest. So yeah, let's get to it. This section of trail feels like a jungle with all this rhododendron, all this water. It's right by this creek. It's kind of spooky. It's a little chilly today. The sun does not want to come out, but that's okay. And it looks like it wants to rain, but it's been holding out. But yeah, this section's just like a tunnel, like a green tunnel. Man, it is a cold, windy, dreary day. It's kind of spooky. I like it though. It's like there's no leaves on the trees, they're all bare. The sky's gray. All you hear is like the wind, and the trees like creaking. Spooky. Whew. So like 20 minutes ago, it started downpouring, freezing rain. Oh, I'm drenched. I'm totally drenched. So the last sign I saw, it said we got about 4.7 back to the van. Hopefully it doesn't rain again. That was pretty intense. But I am drenched. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be in a nice warm van. Here's another pretty sweet campsite. Maybe 3 miles from the trailhead. You got yourself a little waterfall there. Nice and flat right there for camping or for putting up your tents. You got your fire ring there. Well, the rain came back and it's a cold rain. And I got a little bit of shelter here under these spruce trees. It is cold. Whew. So there's a sign there. It says about another half mile back to the parking area. And I'm ready. I am freezing and drenched. This is hypothermia weather right here. Freezing, pouring rain. But I'm almost there. Well, we made it back to the trailhead. There's Bart, my van up ahead. So 42 miles. What was it, the first day we did? What did we do? 14 the first day. Second day was like 12, and then today was about 15. Yeah. So yeah, there's my ride. Okay, so I got nice and cleaned up, and I'm in some nice warm dry clothes. I actually have some soup going. I try to get warmed up here. That last stretch was actually pretty cold and rainy. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to show you here. They do have a guidebook for the Allegheny Front Trail, and it's actually pretty good. I enjoyed reading it. The author was very detailed, and yeah, I enjoyed it. The maps in this guidebook, though, are not the best. They're just these black and white maps in the back, and I didn't use it once. I didn't use the maps once. You can get the map on the app All Trails. That's what I used, and that came in really handy. Yeah, this is a great trail for beginners and intermediate and advanced hikers. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.